5 things you need to know about the new supply. We're talking about order. Some people out there, they're not going to get themselves mentally checked out. So I'm up here to bring awareness. I am a survivor of domestic violence and I mean, I see the video, but you're gonna hear his voice. Make sure you follow Mental Health. Yeah, follow his page, watch his video. He is a diagnosed narcissist himself, and he went to get the help that he needed. Like I said, I play some of his other content and my other videos that I have because he has some good content. And not for nothing, his information would definitely hit you right on home. So I found the video and I wanted to bring it up here with you guys to show you, so you guys can understand. Because if you are a victim in a situation, I want you to understand what you're in so you could be able to get yourself out that situation. Also, if you go to my community wall, I do have some information up there as well if you're in a situation or if you're coming out and you just need to know what is a narcissist. So I got a video for you guys to listen to. So we're gonna get into this video. And it's called 5 Things You Need to Know About the New Narcissist Supply. Okay? And this one definitely hit home. Also, I'm out here spreading awareness for everybody. Anybody that is going through a domestic violence or a narcissistic relationship. I'm out here spreading awareness so you can understand and recognize these red flags and you don't put yourself back in a situation. The whole goal is to break the cycle. Okay? So that is the whole goal. Listen, if you're dealing with a narcissist that's hoovering you, and what that means, and I also did a video of that, what that means if they're calling you, texting you, you went no contact, and you're doing all of that, like my narcissistic ex, listen, stay no contact, okay? That is the best deal, okay? Because all you're going to do is just go through the same situation again. Also, like I said, I'm spreading awareness for everybody. I live in New York State, okay? So if you are in the New York State area, let's break it down more. If you're in Broome County and you're going through a situation, or you need someone to talk to, or you just want some information, reach out to me. Reach out to my Facebook, reach out through here, and I can privately message you. My Facebook is called Domestic Violence and Narcissistic Relationships I Survive. You can privately message me on there. Absolutely. If you need any information of help, like I said, I got help through the RISE program in my area of Broome County, and I can point you in the right direction. If you're in a serious, dangerous situation, pick up that phone and call 911. You understand? But yes, if you in my county, Broome County, and you're going through a situation, or you just need someone to talk to, hit me up. That's what I'm here for. I'm a peer mentor. I'm a survivor peer mentor, and that's what I'm here for. Okay? So we're going to get into this video. And I hope everybody's having a good day. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate you guys. So let's get into this video. 5 things you need to know about the new supply. The narcissistic code. This is on Mental Healness YouTube page. Okay.
What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. I'm your favorite self-aware narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammett, better known as Mental Healness across all social media platforms. This is your first time seeing my face or hearing my lovely voice. I'm a clinically diagnosed narcissist, and I use my platform on social media to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, like myself, and also validate the victims, survivors, and thrivers. I've said disorder, said toxic, people say toxic.
Now you hear that. He went and got the help he need, and he's out here bringing awareness.
Today's episode is going to be about 5 things about the narcissist new supply, new relationship partner, whatever you're going to call them, new heathen, whatever name y'all got for them. Before we hop into today's episode, y'all, make sure you subscribe to my monthly newsletter email list. The link is in the description of every video and podcast I do. You don't want to miss out on a thing I have coming up. Kids book, my personal book, courses, one-on-ones in person, all this type of stuff coming up. Not coaching in person, not one-on-ones, like workshops in person. Sorry. Also online workshops too. But yeah, narcissistic, toxic people and the narcissist new supply. 5 things about the narcissist new supply, y'all. So the first thing about the new supply that you might want to know is sometimes they just serve as a placeholder. Like we all know, or most people would know, that narcissists don't like being by themselves. We just don't. Like that's something narcissistic people like the consensus would say that most people will understand that narcissists don't like being by themselves. So
So I'm gonna pause right there because it's the truth. If you dealt with a narcissist when you're coming out that situation, okay, you'll start to learn that they have a lot of supplies and they cannot be by themselves. Like my narcissistic ex was like that too. He just cannot be by himself. He needs supply for every little thing that he needs. And it's sad that these people are like that. So, like I said, if you're in a situation, please get yourself out of that. It is not good for your mental or your health. And they don't care.
So if that's when that's the case, when a narcissist doesn't like being by themselves, you see how it will make sense for that narcissistic person or that toxic person to just need to move on quickly to find somebody else until they can get you back in their life. You see what I'm saying? They don't ever fully let you go. They like if you kick them out or you break up with them or whatever, and they move on quickly. It doesn't mean that they're in love with the new person, y'all. Sometimes they still want to get back to you, but they don't want to be by themselves. So they just
And that's true. I dealt with that. And I'm quite sure there's a lot of people out there that's dealing with the same thing. But listen, that's why you got to break that cycle. You got to break that cycle.
like they might try to hide the new supply. You know what I'm saying? There's some other stuff coming up here pretty soon. But sometimes the new supply is just a placeholder. They literally just are with them. So they don't have to be by themselves.
So wait a minute. We got to run that back because when he said they hide their new supply, that is an absolute fact. So I'm gonna run that back because they definitely do hide their new supply. And if you catch them with their new supply out and about, ladies, let me know if you've been in that situation before.
Get back to you, but they don't want to be by themselves. So they might try to hide the new supply. You see what I'm saying? There's some other stuff coming up here pretty soon. But sometimes the new supply is just a placeholder. They literally just are with them. So they don't have to be by themselves. And sometimes if you got the real bummy narcissist, they with a new supply that just lets them move in and live with them very quickly, or whatever it is the situation is. Get the cheeks up quickly, or get the cheeks hit, whatever it is, y'all, in this situation. Sometimes the new supply is literally just a placeholder. That's how it goes in these spaces right here. Like they become placeholders and whatnot, and that's how I mean that's what it is. They serve as placeholders so the narcissist can try to get you back. So if the narcissist does successfully get you back and has a placeholder new supply, the new supply is still a placeholder, y'all. The new supply, they don't
That's a
necessarily
fact.
just because they get you back.
So basically, he's basically telling you they're gonna hoover you in, do all of that stuff, and it's still gonna have that supply in the background. They're not gonna stop what they're doing. They're gonna baby talk you, do all of that. I heard so much from my narcissistic ex. He's gonna change. He's gonna go to counseling. I'm sorry. I miss you. I this, I that. You're gonna hear all of that stuff, ladies. Okay? As a survivor, you have to break that cycle no matter what they talking. And if they get crazy, that's when you gotta pick up that phone. You have to keep yourself safe. And not saying you gotta be the one out there starting or and don't feed into their mess because those are demons. It's like feeding a little demon. You know what I'm saying? The best goal when you're dealing with these type of people and you're realizing, okay, get yourself out that situation. There are safety plans that you could go through. There's everything. Remove yourself out that situation because it's never okay. Because these narcissistic people, they turn on you. You could run into them with females out in the street and they turn on you. Okay? They make you look like the craziest person of them all. Okay? So if you're in this situation, please get yourself out that situation. It is best to get yourself out that situation. And if you're in Broome County, get yourself out that situation. But I tell you right now, a narcissistic ex is riding around this town doing what he's doing. And like I said, I'm up here to bring awareness so everyone can know what a narcissist is. You could do your own research or whatever, but they're no good at all.
That doesn't mean that they don't let the new supply go. Because sometimes you'll be the placeholder. You see what I'm saying? Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You be the placeholder in this situation right here. So you have to cut that or break that out right there, y'all. The number two thing about the narcissist new supply is that sometimes y'all, they might not know about you. Surprise. It's crazy, isn't it? Sometimes the narcissist new supply doesn't know you exist. They don't know anything about you as the main supplier, the spouse, the relationship partner. They don't know anything about you. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of narcissists, y'all, like to lie.
Mm-hmm.
They like to hide their true self. They like to create concoct these new stories or these new lies and these new lives in order to they be living double, triple lives. Lies. They live double lives. I was just like, what am I saying? Yeah, so the new supply, they hide you from the new supply. The new supply doesn't know about you sometimes, y'all. And this is not me trying to justify anything. I'm just saying the new supply doesn't always know. I talked to a woman today, well, not today, a couple days ago. Talked to her a couple days ago. She's like, she had just happened to go through her partner's phone and saw that he was messaging another woman. She called another woman, and the woman's like, who are you? He's married? What? Oh, and she's sending the screenshots and all kinds of stuff. But the dude was lying his ass off, saying he wasn't married. He had been divorced for years. He was living with a roommate.
These narcissists will tell big lies. Like they have lies that will sell the dream for the dream. Hey yo, one girl almost got taken for $3,000. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Well, I'm happy I saved that person. I think God was on her side that day. Mm-mm-mm. If your narcissist is coming to you trying to have you drop order protections, please don't do that. I don't care if they baby talking you. You're not dropping no order protection at all. You got that order protection for a reason, for safety reasons. And even though sometimes a piece of paper may not mean nothing, but you got that for a reason. You left that trail for a reason. Do not walk back into no courtroom trying to take them order protections back because these narcs are telling you to do so or they're baby talking you just to make their life much more and better. Because I tell you right now, like I said, I got the answers that I needed. Everybody's not gonna get the answers that they need, you know? So listen, I'm gonna come back later with this video. I got some things to do. I got a phone call. So listen, I gotta take care of this phone call real quick, but we're gonna come back later with this video. And I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna come back a little later with this video. And if you are going through a situation, please get yourself out that situation. Alrighty.
House too quiet, heart too loud.